All right, picking up in game 2 here. I can't remember really what was going on. I can't remember what was going on. Okay, something with the bullpen. I'm still good with Wells here. See what kind of work we can get done. Oh, right. So I got to go down to continue. Chili Davis. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm pitching.
Ground ball up the middle.
Turn around.
Through for a base hit.
Okay. Two dives.
Garrett
We're warming up.
Anderson.
You know, we're all asleep. I'll sleep all night. It's time to wake up. Let's bring the heat. Let's see what a fastball looks like.
One.
Kind of gets to the outside a little bit too. That's what you want to see. Push him inside a little bit.
Right. Two.
And now, third pitch changeup.
Good luck in your
Gets him every time.
Clue,
Gets him every time.
JT Snow. Strike one.
I just figured out.
A liner to left. This should be a double play. You're out.
Why didn't... Oh, there were already 2 outs. Why didn't he throw it to first? Why wasn't... Never mind. Something I did wrong, undoubtedly.
Strike one.
Push it
Fly
in.
ball to center.
Get out there.
And he makes the catch for the out.
Let's go. All right. Okay, cool. Hey, we're still in this game. We have a run.
Eddie Murray.
Somebody hit that home run. I can't remember who it was. I should be keeping a scorecard. I'm going to print out a scorecard. I'm going to print out a scorecard for next game.
Ground ball to the left side. He picks it up. They got it.
I don't think we have a hit outside of that home run.
B.J. Suraha.
This whole game. He got me on the changeup. Whole game is it's like one of those in the gap.
Through for a base hit.
Stay. Yeah. So when people say things like every single,
Hoyle.
every already implies. It's not like every group. It's every countable denomination.
They got it. Double play.
Are you kidding me?
We played 5.
So
and
whole
the
game.
Score, California,
You could just say the game.
4, Baltimore 1.
The game implies the whole game, not some of the game.
George
Obviously.
Fabregas.
Needless stream chatter. Okay, let's attack the zone here. Just go right at him.
A grounder to the right side.
I don't know.
He scoops
In
it up.
'95,
He's out of there.
were they swinging at first pitches a lot?
Randy
Feels like now, even today,
Bellotti.
people really hold off on first pitches. Get a feel. At least the Orioles do. Games I watch.
A liner to left.
Get in.
It drops
Way to
in
stop
for
it.
a base hit.
Okay.
Gary DiSarcina.
0 for 3, he's due.
A chopper to the left side. It gets through for a base hit.
That's another one of those where I feel like somebody on the infield should be taking care of that.
Edmonds.
Well, technically that was the second baseman or the shortstop I was playing there. All right, let's put her on the outside.
He's headed for the wall and right. He's jumped on
This
his
is going to be
horse.
off the wall.
He
Oh!
gets it.
I think I threw that home.
Timmy Salmon.
Probably didn't have plates anyway. Plates. Okay. Timmy Salmon.
Line drive up the middle.
Why would he run past it?
Slice.
There has... Whoa! Get home!
Chili Davis.
That's on me. I should have known that one by now.
Hey,
Way out. They're putting her way outside. That was where that last pitch was supposed to be. If he had located... we wouldn't have gave up that hit.
A chopper to the left side.
Oh, I don't
That's a
even.
fair ball. There'll be a play at the
Home.
plate.
No, there won't be. He's long gone.
Garrett Anderson. An infield pop-up.
Great.
And he makes the play.
So the runners advance on that because it's 2 outs anyway. So there's like no downside. You don't have to tag back up. If it's caught in the air, then you're just out anyway. There's no need to go back and tag up. So you just, on 2 outs, you run on a fly in case he drops it, and then you can keep advancing. That said, I don't know what an infield fly rule is.
Strike.
Maybe we should look that up. Okay, I gotta lock in here.
A shot to the left side.
A little late. So I was late on that one. And because I'm further in the bat path.
Line drive, center field.
Let's go. I wouldn't call that a line. I guess
in for a base hit.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
They could have a shot at him. Nails the runner at second.
I'm not even sure I went for that. I feel like anytime I get the wood on and we're taking a base, we got to take 2 because we never get 1. But maybe we never get 1
line
because we're too
drive, right
aggressive.
field.
Okay, and this one we won't run on because it's into right field.
Roberto.
And he'll be easily throw it to second. And that's probably true of the other ones as well, though.
Strike 1.
Midfield or left field. I mean, they're still close to second.
A shot to the left side.
And then a double play.
This should be a double play. They spin the deuce.
It's all right.
We played 6. And the score, California 6, Baltimore 1.
Okay. Great.
J.T. Snow.
J.T. Snow. Is the audio coming through here? Let's look up infield fly rule while we're at. In fact, I will add browser. Great. Nope, don't like that. That's not what I want. Let's go ahead and delete that one. If I just hit delete, does that do it? Yes. Awesome. Kind of working on the car while we're driving it here. Display capture. You know, I just... Okay, we'll just turn on... There you go. See how the sausage is made here. YouTube.com. Infield fly rule.
In today's video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about the infield fly rule. This can be a confusing rule in both baseball and softball.
Infield fly problem. Runners have to stay close to the base on an infield pop-up. A dropped pop-up equals easy double or triple play. This is the infield fly problem, not the infield fly rule.
So we're going to cover today everything you need to know.
I am no baseball expert, by the way. I like baseball.
All right, so first let's define what is an infield fly rule and what is it doing for the game of baseball? What does it prevent from happening?
Would love to hear about that.
So the scenario in which the infield fly rule is live is when there's less than 2 outs, so that means 0 outs or 1 out, and there's runners on first and second or the base is loaded.
Okay.
In those situations...
I'm sorry, what? Okay, this only applies if there are 0 or 1 out. And if runners are on first and second. Less than 2 outs, runners on first and second. Or if bases are loaded and less than 2 outs. Okay, so if there's more than 1 runner, first and second, or first, second, and third.
If the batter was to hit a pop-up in the infield, the runners would have to stay close to their base because if they caught the ball and they were too far away, they would throw it back and then they would be caught in a double play. They'd be doubled off that way.
Yeah.
So because this is the case that runners have to stay close, basically on the bag when there's a pop-up on the infield.
Right.
Smart infielders back in the day probably let these balls drop and then would immediately throw it to third, throw it to second, and get an easy double or triple play. And everyone's like, hey, that's not really fair. We're getting screwed over by the own rules of the fact that you have to wait till after they catch the ball to tag and then move to the next base. So if you're off the base and they catch the fly ball and they throw it back to the base before you get there, then you're going to be out. That's the rule that keeps you close to the base when there's a ball hit in the air. So the infield fly rule, the umpire will use their discretion to call infield fly when they believe it only takes a little bit of effort to get camped underneath that infield pop-up and be ready to make that out. So they call the batter out automatically as soon as it leaves the bat pretty much, and they say infield fly rule, batter is out, and therefore the force out is now dead in the infield. So now no runners have to advance whether the ball is caught or not. And so this solves that problem of saying, hey, now the runners don't have to go anywhere.
Let's see an example of it being called. I'm probably not allowed to play baseball clips on here.
David Wright coming in to call. Infield fly rule invoked, batters out.
So it's hit in the air in a spot where it could easily be caught.
David Wright coming in to call. Infield fly rule invoked, batters out.
But he doesn't catch it, and the infield fly rule was invoked while it was still in the air, and so he doesn't catch it.
Remains out now. The runner on first base is trapped. A player who didn't know the infield fly rule, and it'll be a double play if the Mets can execute the rundown. Oh no!
I hope somebody out there understands what just happened there. I am completely at sea on this infield fly rule nonsense. Did the runner there that they were saying was acting like not too smart, let's say, did they say he didn't understand the infield fly rule, or did he not understand that it was called? Like, who do you have to look to once the infield fly rules? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to call a timeout. Good time. This is old-timey baseball. You can call as many as you want. All right, I'm pitching still, obviously.
Right. One.
Nice. We're going to go right now. We're going to go inside.
A line shot to left.
Okay, beautiful.
Routine play.
Yes.
Hey,
Who's playing third in the 95 Orioles again? Is there a way to see that? BJ Surhoff is playing third. Nice. Batting .333 on the day.
right.
Great. That was not the pitch I called, by the way. I'm not sure. You could tell. It was a tell. I moved my guy all the way to the right.
A grounder to the left side. Routine play. You're out.
California does not have the hitters
Gas.
that Detroit had. Is this one of those games where they did not get the team? No, they did get the team names. So would this be like the Anaheim Angels? Who's California in 95?
Right. One.
Doesn't look like they got the uniforms. Or if they did, they didn't do a very good job of rendering
Ground
them.
ball up the middle.
Oh, come
It gets
on.
through
You
for a base
saw,
hit.
I thought they were going to give me shortstop there. Instead, they gave me second.
Randy
So I'm running the wrong way.
Bonney.
A keen observer likely saw me make that mistake.
Right. One.
You just need to strike a guy out here. Just come right down the pike.
That's two.
Probably Wells needs to come off here. This is like 2 innings of relief. I'll try to remember as I start the next inning.
Ground ball to the left side. He scoops it up.
That's enough. That's good.
See ya.
See ya. All right, I'll get a gig doing voiceover for, a mid-level baseball game in 1995.
Rafael Palmeiro.
I don't know. Maybe this was as good as it got. I was not playing by this time.
A chopper to the right side.
So
Scooped up nicely.
What is it?
They
Like it's
got
a
it.
bad pitch. I shouldn't be swinging at that pitch.
Bobby
I don't know what I'm
Bonilla.
supposed to be swinging at. Unreal.
Ground ball to the left side. Routine play. Sit down, pal.
It's a quick game.
Cal
If you're watching on TV, you'd probably be pleased. If you were in the stadium, you'd probably be mad. Not enough time to get all your concessions.
Well hit.
There we go. Huh?
Oh, he might have a chance.
Let's go. A 2 home run.
Hits the fifth.
And he's safe. And because I was trying to showboat, I was doing the thing the coach always says don't do. Get your head down, run the bases, look for the green light, get out there.
A chopper to the left
Another
side.
chopper!
Scoops it up.
Run it out, Eddie! Come on.
We played 7.
Was that Eddie
And
Murray?
the
I don't even
score,
know. I thought he said Eddie Murray.
California 6, Baltimore 1. Gary DiSarcina.
All right, I want to switch out pitchers here. This is not. I don't think that's what I picked the wrong thing. Yes, okay, pitching change. Right. Be nice to know who was the closer in 95. Well, I guess we don't want a closer yet. We need a setup man. Did they do setup men in 95? He had a 12 ERA. We don't have anybody on staff below a 10 ERA right now. That's baseball. Try do a lefty setup guy. Okay, great. Just need one inning of work here. Do you want lefty on lefty? Is that how that works? This guy is not a lefty. He's a normal right. Okay.
That's a ball.
Okay, got a side armor. Let's give him the heat.
That's a fly ball to center
That's
field.
exactly what
A
we're looking
routine
for.
Play. And he makes the catch to record
Exactly
the
what
out.
we're looking for.
Jim
It's interesting in baseball
Edmonds.
games. If you were playing real baseball, you would, and a ball was hit, a pop-up was hit, and you need to acquire that target, you would look up. Not in video game baseball. No. Because you can't look up. You are looking down into the field, right? So they need to give you some visualization of how to position yourself to catch the ball. So they put a mark on the ground, and you put yourself on that mark. But what if, once you were pretty sure which player you wanted to be in that moment, then they gave you a view up. Now, look, in the Super Nintendo days, the Genesis days, that would not be, you really couldn't do that. You could. There were tricks to make that work. This is a fully 3D, probably not. This is a 3D video game. You assume you could go first person and look up. They probably haven't made any assets for the sky or anything like that, but just a stray thought. Just a stray thought.
That's a ball.
Now that guy, he can put it to the outside.
A chopper to the right side.
Uh-huh.
You're out.
Yeah, they clipped. They gave us the benefit of the doubt there.
Timmy Salmon.
He was running across. What was? Did that seem right? Clip that. That looked a little weird to me.
Right.
Strike. Beautiful.
That's 2 right in there.
2. Right in there.
Strike 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
BJ.
I wonder if I should just be
Sarah.
streaming straight to YouTube. Anything about streaming.
A line shot to center.
Get that
Should
in.
be fairly routine.
Thinking less of
Yeah.
less about audience, obviously.
Red
This is happening.
ball.
Just like file management and ease of use. Oh, he hit. Well, you're not supposed to swing. If you want to get hit by pitch, you're not supposed to swing.
Ground ball to the left side. Foul ball.
Already in the hole.
Join the picket line. You struck out again.
Join the
Mike
picket line.
Devereaux.
You, pregnant pause, struck out again. You think he's going to call him a name. And then that name starts with S, so you think he's going to call him a scab. Someone who crosses the picket line. That's not what he said. You struck out again, is what he says. Fair play.
A line
Oh!
to left field. He pulls it in for the out. We've completed 8.
We're
It's
through 8.
California 6, Baltimore 1.
Davis, Anderson, T.J. Snow.
Davis.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Billy Ripken. Billy Ripken playing for California. I think he's actually on my squad, but he's on the bench or something. That's Cal Ripken's little brother or older brother. I don't know. There was a time in the late 80s when Cal Ripken Sr., Cal Ripken's dad, I think his name was Cal Ripken Sr., coached the team. Cal Ripken was the star player. And then a little later, Billy Ripken came up and played as well for a while. I don't think Billy Ripken's playing by 95. I think... I mean, obviously he played in the major leagues, so he was okay. Maybe a bit of nepotism going on there, but I don't think he had the stuff that Cal had.
A chopper to the left side. Should be fairly routine.
Yes, it is
Got him.
fairly routine by now.
Garrett
The secret here is small
Anderson.
adjustments. For any of you looking to pick up 3D baseball, think of small adjustments.
A liner to right. Should be fairly routine. You're out.
It sounds like something stomping around upstairs. Sorry if it's
James
coming through on the
C.
stream. I don't
No.
care. It's your problem. No, I do care.
Right. One.
You could tell. I was forcing it, trying to act nonchalant. There's nobody watching anyways.
A chopper to the left side.
Oh, they switched characters on me.
For
That
a
was
base hit.
the computer wants one more run before everything's done. Kind of mess with me here.
Ball 1.
I think that was a ball. I think that was a ball. Heat.
A chopper to the left side. Routine.
No.
Third. George Pass.
Classic. Classic Neil Fielding error.
Strike 1.
Why do I keep putting it right there?
And 2 right in there.
Swings out wide. This is a true curve. Now what? Off speed?
Ground ball to the right side. Routine play.
That's another one
They got him.
where he should walk it up. Man. He should toss it. That seemed like an okay toss spot. All right. Now,
Brady.
we don't even need a
Anderson.
closer, right? No, we should have switched. What's his name out there? I don't even know who that was. Should be writing this stuff down.
Strike 1.
Need to lock in. I only have one run. I thought I hit a.
Popped up in the end.
Oh yeah, I hit a home run in the first, or
He makes the play.
the first session.
Roberto Alomar. Right. Line drive up the middle.
That'll get in.
Through for a base hit.
One out single.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Guy rolling his R is going to drive me crazy.
Line drive, right field.
We're good. We're
It
good.
falls in for a base hit. It's going to be a close play.
Ooh, we could push a guy across here. This would be my first manufactured run.
A shot to the left side. Sit down. They spin the deuce. And that's the ball game.
See, I sent
Your
the
final score: California 6, Baltimore 1.
I sent the runner home, thinking as they would pick off the guy on first, they would be distracted. Little did I know, I already had 2 outs and it didn't matter. Let's give it up for Jim Edmonds. Can we get a more complete stat sheet here? What if I hit exit? I'm just gonna. I think maybe some managerial work may need to be done here. So this is all American League. Is that how they show the standings? No, it's not all American League. This is the American League East when Detroit was in it, which I did not know about. What? Let's say, you guys want to look at Google with me? Is this at all helpful when I do this, or just kind of mess you up? When did Detroit leave the AL East? 88. This is like the end of the line. Detroit left the AL East in 88 as part of a realignment necessitated by the addition of the expansion Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Wow, we lost Detroit for the Rays. Were we 6 teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. This the AL West is 4 teams, and one of them is California. When did the AL West have 4 teams? Here's the American League standings. They were known as the California Angels of Anaheim. From 1965 to 1996, so this is basically the last year, the penultimate year of them being known as the Los Angeles Angels. Oh, and then later, they're known as the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. This is kind of when I feel like I opened my eyes to baseball, this 97 through 2004 era. And so I have always known them as the Anaheim Angels. And now they're just the Los Angeles Angels. So, there you go. The many wonders of baseball. And there's only 3 divisions. Is that still true? That's not true. This will be... What? Oh, the cookie thing. I hate it. It's like the screen goes dark, and it's just at the bottom in this teeny tiny little box. It's like, ooh, click here. I'll let you use the internet again. Oh, thanks. AL East, AL Central, AL West. There's only 3 divisions. Anybody who pays even the slightest amount of attention to baseball, there's 3 divisions. Okay, so I want to do some general managing here, maybe. be nice to sort this. Reset rosters? I don't know. I think I want to do that. Is this? These are career stats? Previous year stats. And here are the two Ripkins. See? So that I told you? Billy. You've probably seen that face a couple times. Little Billy. What's annoying is they don't tell you what position they play. That would be helpful. View batters, view pitchers. So that's my B button over here. I don't know what I did, but I'm scared. Oh, so you could pick a player out of another roster and then trade them around. But again, I don't know what the positions are, so wouldn't you want to trade a shortstop for a shortstop? I guess that doesn't happen in real baseball. You do a three-way trade. Reset rosters. I don't know what that means. This guy's ERA is 36. You see that guy I just put in? This must be single season stats. Yeah. Because these are the starters. And they pitched 30 games apiece. 369. Is that enough games? There's 162 games. And then some of them were spread out. How many? Games. Does this add up to 144? Let's add them up. We have 67 games shown here. Maybe they just didn't get all the players. Maybe there was a way to page over to another menu that I couldn't find too. How are we doing on time here? Yep. All right. Let's look. First of all, let's go ahead and save the state here. Let's look real quick. We'll stop it here so we can get like a clean break. A lot of my last couple of videos, I've spread the game out between one or two videos. That's probably unsatisfying. Let's take a look to find. Excuse me. Like a scorecard that we could print out. MLB scorecard. Maybe we could start printable. Is a score sheet? What do you call this? Yeah, this is the kind of thing I want. That looks complicated. But probably what I want. Do I just want to do it digitally? I want to write them all down and then have to. MLB. Oh, well, it could be baseball scorecard. Baseball scorecard app. Is that how they do it now? Chalk and clay. So these are on the phone. I probably want to do it on the desktop though. Ooh, I'm not gonna pay any money for it. MLB scorecard web app. Is that? Create your scorecard. Is this so I could make a fake scorecard for a movie or something? If I went and put a score bug down on a, layer it on video, like I shoot a fake baseball game and then I went like, oh, what a game we have. It's 4-3. The home team barely ahead. The away team are run behind. You know how they announce baseball games on movies? Just give me the bare essentials. Whereas if that game were going on in real life, the announcing squad would be like, oh, Mike's been eating healthier lately. cut some weight and is feeling better about his swing. Not paying attention to the score at all, assuming you've been watching the game for the last 3.5 hours. This is not what I want. Baseball Scorekeeper, free online. So I guess, but when do I put in the player names? Isn't that important on some level? Because that's kind of what I want to keep track of, is like which players are trending towards success in certain metrics and which ones are not. So then we could get into certain decisions around pitching changes and it kind of looks like this is like an app thing now because they assume you're not in front of your computer when you're doing it, which is I get it. Laptops, right, you might have a laptop. All pro. Save and print games. I think this guy wants me to buy it. All right, here we're gonna do the thing. Yeah, well, maybe not. I'm gonna say we'll let Reddit decide for us. I really want to go down that rabbit hole on stream. What I should use is Google. That would probably come best online scorecard, baseball scorecard. This is what I want. And I'm gonna download this sketchy app. Oh, it's an Excel spreadsheet. Yes. Oh, are you seeing this? This is exactly what we want. Okay. And how do you do this? This seems impossible to figure out. Need a degree over here. Microsoft has blocked macros from running because the source of this file is untrusted. Well, go ahead and open her up. I trust her. I don't think anybody... Yeah, how do you reverse this? Learn more. What should I do now? Were you expecting to receive a file with macros? Yes. If you're sure this file is safe and want to unblock macros, you got to do it at the file level. Maybe if I just unzip it. This is nuts, by the way, that someone created this, And obviously, there are probably dozens of better ways to do this. There are dozens of better ways to do this. And this was created at a time maybe when there weren't, or, just created by like Excel freaks or something. And I use that in the most affectionate way. I love Excel. I love VisiCalc. It's a lot going on here. I may have to do some offline dithering to solve this problem. It's pretty wild. All right, well, I guess we'll shut her down today. We'll come back and do another ball game. Great spend time with you all. Oh, a little more. Oh, I thought I could go out with it playing. Every time I click away, it stops, obviously, which is pretty good. See y'all.